Pisces, seeker, seer, existential shifter, all of the above, none of the above, all good. Hi. Before we move into the cards, we need to talk. So your purpose is changing, Pisces. What do I mean by that? What purpose? The essence of your archetype, right? You're known typically to be the sign of the cosmos. That's not changing. Of spirituality, of amorphism, etherealism, artistry, imagination, healing, and so on and so forth. All of that is still true, however, not just that anymore. Just like we evolve, so does the cosmos and divinity, and the archetypes representing the different aspects of divinity are evolving with it. In your case, because free will is changing, because the cosmos, spirit, the divine, however name you want to give it, is changing its approach to free will and to humanity. We still have free will, just not as much as we used to be. Spirit is now meddling more because we might be on a trajectory to oblivion. So there's more meddling in our decision making, which means you are more active in the world now, proactive in the world, initiative. You kind of take on a little bit of Aries like characteristics. There has always been a spiritual warrior in you. So the archetype of the warrior is being woken up now, because this always been a part of you, but it's been suppressed or dormant, maybe a better word, because spirit has not been enacting that as much with humanity. Now that that's changing, and now that the divine is kind of exerting that aspect of itself onto us, personally, I'm grateful. Many people will not, because it means that they will be forced into a different route than they were onto, that was either creating harm or was harming them or for others, etc. And you're in alignment with that. You're becoming in alignment with that. So if you feel like you're a little bit different, it's part of it. Okay? Cheers. Yesterday I went live and I did messages for all the signs with oracles, and that felt so good. I haven't worked with them in a while. So this still is a tarot reading. We'll be working with the after tarot, but I'm going to start with pulling an animal oracle, and just to have kind of set the tone for the reading, and then I will finish up with runes. I haven't given you guys runes messages in quite some time, so we're going to do that too, but we'll do that at the end. Okay, so let's pull a card for Pisces, please. My beautiful Piscean seekers, for the next month, what's going on with Pisces, or for now, whenever you're watching this, and if you resonate, then take it. If you don't. It's okay. Too many. It's like half the deck fell. Wow. Starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities, number 59. That is gorgeous and so fitting. Yeah, you're opening up with your spirit to infinite possibilities of who you are and what you are. No longer the stereotypical explanation on Pisces. You got to go deeper. Read more books, meditate more, listen to me more. Whatever you need to understand yourself better and anew. Now, it's not new. It's something ancient that has existed in you, just hasn't been playing out. It hasn't been the button to wake that part of you in the machine that is you has not been pressed by spirit. So it's like an aspect of yourself that you weren't even aware of. Some of you were. Some of you are very in tune with your ancient or cosmic origin archetype, right? Like the spirit could have always intervened if it wanted to. It chose not to, right? But for most people, it will be like a button is pressed and now this is waking up in them. And so just be open to it. Don't freak out. Don't think it's weird. Don't think you're going crazy, even if it feels like that a little bit. And let yourself explore it. Okay, beautiful. So let's do tarot. What's up with Pisces? Ace of Swords and Queen of Wands. What did I say about the fire aspect in you that is waking up? That is more initiative, more determined, more co-creating. It's no longer what will be, I'll just accept it. I know I'm making fun of your stereotype, but it's cute. It's more so, I will create what will be, right? And with the Ace of Swords, it's accurate. It's a part of you. It's timed. It's true. It's sharp. It's fast. It's clear. It's not slow and takes its time. Queen of Wands, like very, very active, very much a part of the world, a part of society, a part of creativity, initiation, leading. You are stepping into a leadership position, Pisces. No longer in the background. Okay, if you were like a support team member, now you're a leading team member. And I'm drawn to the color of her dress, the very yellow and bright and sunny. It's like it stands out. It says I'm here, you know? It doesn't coy or shy away. Five of Swords. This would mean you'll have to make decisions that normally you rather avoid. There are certain things in your life as you step into this personality, right? You start looking at your life from these glasses, from that perspective, and you start recognizing things in your life that are like sitting on the fence or unclear, be it relationships, situations, belief systems, a shirt that you don't know if you want or don't want. It could be as big and as small, right? And you'll realize that, oh my God, you've been delaying a lot of decisions that you haven't even seen them as delay or things that need to be determined. It was just something that is there. No longer room for just stuff that are just there. Why is it there? Why is it in your life? Is there a purpose? Does it serve a purpose? Does it make sense? Is it accurate? Yes, keep it. Work on it. No, clear it out. Make this bottom of the deck Justice card, which is very, very fitting. We'll take it. And the Lovers. Both speak about the same things, just on a grander, more spiritual scale. You got to make uncomfortable decision and choose a path. The Justice card cuts away anything that doesn't serve us anymore, that isn't accurate, that isn't in alignment, that keeps us, holds us back. It doesn't sway with coercion or with guilt. Usually it's very easy to guilt trip you or even coerce you because you're very sensitive and empathic and just you're easy to be maneuvered. But not anymore. You're like no longer can be manipulated emotionally. You make decisions based on the path that you see clearly now. And some things it means will need to be left behind. And the decision making isn't always fun. Decision making sometimes come with winners and losers. Happy versus unhappy. It's part of the game that you signed up for. You're no longer, like an audience member watching this unfold and letting someone else write your lines. Like spirit, it's no longer sitting aside and watching us and either pleased or displeased. It now makes decisions. You now make decisions. You go on the field. You're a player in this. You have a sword. Several swords here. Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, Justice, the lovers, and I'm talking about the angels. They're holding the swords, right? Really stepping up your game. And I do see maybe two people at least affected by it and trying to convince you not to do it. And maybe you would have in the past would be influenced by that, but I see you not anymore. It's like they're going to have to either be accountable for their actions. It doesn't have to be two people. I'm just saying intuitively, these are general readings. It could be one person, it could be a group. But basically, you used to kind of be swayed by them, but now you're like, no, enough. You got to be accountable for your own actions. You got to grow up. You got to, you know, deal with the consequences to your actions, or else you'll never learn. I can't keep teaching you. This could be your kids. You're setting your foot. You're setting your foot down. Putting your foot down. Whatever. Another ace. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. It's a new you. New old you. Old new you. It feels good. It feels right. It makes you feel stronger. It makes you feel more empowered, more vital, more confident, more trusted. It's like people also look at you differently now in a way that is more like, okay, Pisces can lead this, or Pisces can be trusted to make this decision, or whatever the case may be, right? You're given the benefit of the doubt. King of Swords and Six of Pentacles. Because of all the swords here, I feel like you're this King of Swords. It's like you're becoming this wise King Solomon who knows how to make really just decisions in the face of difficult riddles. The most famous story about King Solomon's Melech Shlomo, King Solomon's wisdom, is that two mothers and a baby came to him once, both claiming to be the mothers of the baby and having a dispute over who the baby belongs to. And both gave very compelling arguments, and there was no way of proving which one actually gave birth to the baby, whatever. It was before DNA tests. And so King Solomon said, okay, you're both very convincing. I don't know how to decide which one is the mother, so we'll just do something fair. We will cut the baby in half, and each of you will receive half baby. That way you'll both have some baby. Okay. One of the alleged mothers said, okay, I accept. The other one fell to her knees and cried to King Solomon and said, no, don't cut him. Don't hurt him in any way. Give him to her. And then King Solomon knew that she was the real mother, because a real mother would never let something like that be done to her baby. There are ways to recognize lies. You just need to know how to do it. You can't really recognize lies outside of you if you can't recognize lies inside of you. The people who recognize deceit most, who are able to catch it most, are the ones who don't lie to themselves, who are always very much aware when their mechanism is under self-deceit or illusion or denial. They don't let themselves be in denial or illusion or deceive themselves. And when you can't deceive yourself, no one can deceive you. And that's where King Solomon's wisdom came from. Enhanced self-awareness, an enhanced sense of truth, right? Enhanced sense of truth. And I feel like this is really coming forward for you, Pisces, within you. And I find it interesting that Six of Pentacles fell right under the Justice card, and in both we have these beggars and this, person with scales to kind of judge. Here, they're saying no. It's a sword. It's like a cutting. Here, they're giving something. Maybe you received something. Maybe you have more, so you feel more inclined to give. Be cautious with that, because if you might recognize that you should not be giving something because it's unjust or not right, but you're giving just because, well, you have plenty and whatever. This is not being cheap. This is being discerning and not letting deceit win or succeed. Because if someone takes advantage of you and you give them just because you can and you don't want to argue, how is it benefiting them? Maybe in the short run, yes, but not in the long run. Be a King Solomon, basically. You're making really smart decisions from here on, Pisces. And I think you're going to surprise yourself. Like, you're really changing your approach to things, and the decisions that you're making are leading you to abundance and to being able to give to others when it's appropriate. And for many of you, it will serve as like, okay, Pisces has grown into its highest potential. Now we can unfold the highest potential path in front of Pisces to enjoy it. Bottom of the deck, Magician. And Judgment will take it. Your talents and gifts and fortune and skill are waking up. They're no longer dormant. You're not just the water energy archetype, right? You're also the air and the fire and the earth on top of the water. And spirit. There is a strong sense of awakening here. Of the butterfly, of the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. Quite an impressive butterfly. There's a level of ascension here. Like ascended master type of energy. Sorry. Let's look at the cards and I'll pull more cards. People are coming to you, Pisces. You're going to need to make decisions who to give, who not to give, and how much. Your word will be, you know, the determining factor. Will be considered the truth. Seven of Wands. Someone not going to like it. They're not going to maybe take it out on you because maybe you're in authority position, but they might start turning confrontational to one another. It will create some mayhem. It will create some chaos even. And maybe some will turn on you and be like, who put you in charge? It's the shortcut people, it's the shekel people, where you do the work, the spiritual and mundane work, and you achieve a position or a statehood, whatever, like a mindset, a status, and they did not do that work, but they're wondering how come you get what you get. Why does Pisces get that? I don't. Well, you're not Pisces. You haven't done what Pisces has been doing. So they might, you know, confront you on that one, and you're going to have to shake them off. Take your wand, take your sword, shake them off. And your pentacle and cup, and shake them off. I will do a love sequel for this. I will look into you and your person of interest. It's going to be a big spread. Links available below in the description box. It's on Master Channel membership, Master tier, where you have access to all the sequels actually and other content. Check it out. Okay. Okay, we're done with the cards. Let's take out rooms. How do I know? The cards told me by not pulling out cards. Okay. Runes. Message from the runes, please, for this reading for Pisces. Right. So, wow. We have he was. And we have Gebo. It's a little hard to see because the runes are a little like because of their shape, but that's okay. We have Tir in the upright because I'm looking at it from my perspective and how it came to me. So Tir in, oh wait, can you see it this way? It's still in the upright, okay? And then Hotel also in the upright. All right. Let me look at this. It was Gebo Tir Hotel. He was. YGTO, those are the letters, if that speaks to you, if that gives you any confirmation. The shortest, you know, if I had to describe it in a sentence, you're going home. or you found home. Now, home can be a physical place, the way the runes came out, but it can also be a person that is like home, or that person guides you home or becomes your home. Currently, you're in a major transition, major growth process, like the tree really growing into itself. And it's a gift of discovery of the beautiful self with Gebo. It feels like an incredible blessing. Now, Teal is very masculine. So for the feminine Pisces, it could absolutely be a man that you're meeting that will be very influential in your life and will become your home or will guide you home. You know, this could be a real estate agent that will help you find your new home. It can be as simple as that. But because of Gebo, I'm really inclined to say that it's love. Some of you are changing love, transitioning from one person to another, moving. There's a level of movement here, and crossing a bridge. So it could be with the same person. It could be with a different person. It could be from singlehood to partnership. I know I just gave all the options, but the runes gave all the options, so I'm reading them, okay? Sometimes the message is very clear. Sometimes it's more abstract. It makes sense in general readings that we will receive more abstract because we have different Pisceans watching, right? They tend to be a lot more accurate in private sessions, or in the sequels, because there's less people watching the sequels, and the cards as well. I do see some of you receiving property as a gift or as an inheritance. There might be some people who won't like it. So if it's an inheritance, maybe siblings or others are like, why are you getting this? Whatever. If it's not, it could be a position of honor from someone in authority. And then others are like, well, why does Pisces get this? Whatever. Whatever. You know, shine, you little star. Don't worry about it. Okay, this was perfect. I really enjoyed this reading. I will see you in a moment in your sequel. Bye for now. Stay magic, stay true, and I love you. הגעתי ללמד וללמוד, ערפו את ראשי אך לא יותר מכשפת, שווה לרקוד